Hey everybody, I'm Mary Gardner at marygardner.com, and I'm sitting here in my fun friend's New York apartment. And I flew in yesterday from Orlando, and I had this experience I wanted to share with you. About 20 minutes into the flight, the pilot came on and said, "We're going to make an emergency landing in Atlanta. We don't have the right brake systems that's going to allow us to get into LaGuardia. So everybody's just be calm. Everything's fine. We're just going to detour in Atlanta. We'll get you going. We'll probably get another plane, and everything's going to be great. And so just relax and enjoy. You've got 40 minutes till we get there." And then that was it. And they started being like almost too good, too friendly, and too helpful. And so I started getting nervous, and I said, "Oh my gosh, what is this about?" I travel a lot. I'm a very frequent flyer, and so I haven't had that experience that often. So I had 40 minutes. So in that 40 minutes, I realized that a couple things could happen. There really could be an emergency situation where, if that was the case, because they told us that there would be emergency vehicles that were going to be meeting us there, and not to be too alarmed, or not to be alarmed. And then the other thing is that we wouldn't survive, or we would survive. And so I had 40 minutes, and there was kind of a quiet hush on the plane where I know everybody was a little bit tentative and a little bit nervous on the plane. So I had 40 minutes. So let me ask you a question. If you knew you had 40 minutes to live, what would you do? And that was what I had to decide. So what I did was I made peace with my maker, and I apologized for everything I'd done wrong. And said, if today's the day, then I look forward to seeing you in heaven. And then I started looking at what my life was about and who was important. So I wrote a letter to my son, and I just thanked him and loved him, told him what I wanted for his life. It wasn't that long, but it was very emotional and emotionally charged. And then I started looking at, if I do survive, if everything is fine, and this is just a general little non-emergency, then how am I going to live my life? Well, how am I going to change my life? So I was able to look at some very easy things that, all the distractions went away. It was like all the millions of things that I do every day just didn't matter. And it was only a couple of people in my life that really mattered, and there were only a couple things that really mattered. And how was I going to change my life from that moment on? So I just want to encourage you to do that 40-minute exercise. What does your life really mean? And if you had 40 minutes to live, what would you do? Who would you write? And I'd encourage you to write that letter. And then what would you do? And how would you change your life if you survived? So hopefully this was an interesting little lesson that you can learn from. It certainly changed my life, and hope you have a great day, and share the stuff with me. My email is mary@marygardner.com, and if you do the letter to your person, or if you make any changes, let me know. I'd love to know. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.